Good morning, everybody. This is Mr. Mendoza, Wednesday, June 10th, 2020. I just want to give a shout out to those scholars who asked me how Hudson was doing. Thank you very much. He's feeling a lot better. Just a little bit of heat stroke and a little bit of him just being very, very active. And sometimes when you're very active, you tend to be outside a little bit more. And yeah, so that happens, and hopefully that doesn't happen again. But we're keeping an eye on him. Thank you very much for your concern, and I really appreciate it. For today's task board, number one, we're going to continue with our positive words. So yesterday was beautiful, and this is Catilia's, and what's beautiful to him is this world. To him, this ball represents the entire world, and that's how beautiful it is. Such a if you've done a lot of traveling or seen some places where you think, whoa, how did they make that? I've been to places where, wow, what an incredible view, what an incredible animal, what incredible just scenery, what incredible people. That is beauty because we all live in one planet currently. And I think it's very important that we appreciate the beauty of our planet Earth. And Catalia definitely knows that. So thank you for that. A big shout out to everyone who voted our class choice. So it's going to be different from other classes, but our class was That's Not Hockey. So that's what we voted. It was a close one. It's got 4 votes on it, which most of them got 3, but we got a total of 4 votes for that one. So it's a very close race. Our positive words for today is powerful. So with your exit ticket, it's going to have this. And on the very bottom, it's going to ask you to think about what comes to mind when you think of the word powerful. This is our positive word of the day. Share your pictures, videos below. So what is powerful? What does it mean to you? What do you think about when you think of the word powerful? Okay, and just while I'm here, I'm going to show you the little task that you get to create. And one of the things is let's talk about race. So again, the systemic racism, this thing where we are making poor choices and segregating someone based on the color of their skin is not condonable. We do not tolerate that. And so you've got this idea of just images. And based on research, they've noticed that by the images that people see, it can dictate how they feel. So again, when the questions are here, you gotta read it carefully. So feel is feelings. So how do you feel when you look at this image? What do you think this image is trying to show? How do you feel when you look at this image? What do you think this image is trying to show? Again, it talks about what is one thing you learned about in today's video or reading. Now here, yesterday, it had this component right here and this slide. And if you didn't get a chance, it doesn't work. One of the things is this is currently, if you have this opened, it would be under editing mode. So what's going to happen is if you put it under present, then that video that you can see on your bottom right is now clickable, or the hyperlink is active. So what you have to do is press this button and it will play for you. Okay. So again, you got to go in present mode. So see how it's now when you put your cursor there, then it does have the ability for you to watch the video. So I'm going to actually add both of these slides. This slide here. So just so you are aware that it could be, if you missed it yesterday, and if you didn't miss it and you actually watched it, that's totally fine. You would do the next one, which is this one right here. Okay, so here it is. Again, you got to go to present mode. So if you're clicking on here, nothing happens, you're going to go present. And when you do that, then you can certainly, the hyperlink will work. Okay. So nothing yet. You got to be patient. And then there you go. And you just press that. Okay. So that is that. So that's one of the things that you'll be doing for today. And that's the task for literacy. The other one is, I know that's maybe a couple of you maybe have started this. So I got this little time capsule. A time capsule, as you may or may not know, is to capture time. So right now we are in this COVID pandemic, global pandemic. So there is a PDF. You can actually print it out or make a copy of it. And or you can click here for the Google slide and you could actually type on it. So you have two choices. And what I'd like you to do is just kind of take your time, because this is going to be something you'll do for the rest of the week. So it'll be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And we'll talk about this too on our Google Meet today at 1:30. But it is a pretty cool thing. It's got, you can talk about who you are, who is at your home in terms of this time. There are certain prompts that are really, really good, sentence starters. Take a look at it. It's really, really cool. And again, maybe 2 years from now, 5 years from now, you would look back and see what you wrote down. So it's got your name on the bottom there. You can fill these pages, and if you do print these, it's got some really cool thing. You can put a journal of your days. You can put an artwork, anything here. You can put local paper clippings. So maybe at this time, what your favorites are. So you can always go back and it's great. There you go. So take your time. What am I doing to keep busy? That's a really good one. Handprints in different special occasions. What did you celebrate during this time? So maybe if you celebrate Ramadan, you would put it there. You letter to yourself. So again, pretty cool stuff. Interview your parents. Your top moments from this experience. Letter from your parents. So I have done this already, and I'll share this with you sometime today. But what a great little capsule, right? So enjoy that. And then your task number 2 is, again, we talked about this one over here. Okay. For math, you're going to continue with the math challenge part 2. And most of us are getting there. Some of you are really putting in high gear, which is great. Our open middle math is this one. Using digits 0 to 9, at most one time each, fill in the blanks to make the problem true. This is very hard, okay? But I want you to see how close you can get it. Yesterday's actually was this one over here. Using the digits 1 to 9 at most at one time each, fill in the boxes to make the product as close to 7,000 as possible. So we have a solution for this. So I'll share that with you today during our Google Meet. Someone in our class was able to solve this, and thanks for persevering and getting that done. Well done. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Our little mystery today is, let's see what we have. I think our Flipgrid one. Let's see how well it loads. It's it's a little lateral thinking again, so take your time with it. The obvious answer could be the obvious answer, or you might need to take a little bit longer for you to think about it. But this is a cool little scenario for you to think about. Mr. Janicki was murdered in his own science lab. The only evidence was a piece of paper that had the names of chemical substances written on it. The substances were nickel, carbon, oxygen, lanthanum, and sulfur. Mr. Janicki only had 3 people come by his lab on the day of murder: fellow scientist Miss Brown, his nephew Nicholas, his girlfriend, and his friend Mr. Mendoza. The police arrested the murderer right away. How did they know? Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really, really good one. Now, if we look back to yesterday's, which is pretty cool, has to do with, let's see. Oh, the Madame Weaver one. So this one is they actually found out that the ticket agent, when Mr. Weber did book this one, it was a one-way ticket. So he got himself a ticket to Hawaii and back, but Mrs. Weber got only a one-way ticket. So Mr. Weber for sure knew that Mrs. Weber was going to get killed during their trip. Interesting. And we had some really close thinking in terms of our hidden meaning. So here's the yesterday's answers and today's hidden meaning. Oh, Catalia was so close. So this is the game of multiplication. So this is the answer. Diamond is 8. So 8 and bolt is 1. So 8 times 1 gives me 8. So multiplication table works like that. So the row and column, and right in the middle where they intersect would be it. So there's the things here. Today is Paulo's Pooches. Okay, so that will be our today's mashup for today. All right, have a great day. Lots of fun stuff for sure. Lots of choices. Some of you are really enjoying National Geographic for Kids, which is excellent. Thank you again for voting. Thank you again for continuing to think about the positive words and enjoy your little time capsule. This is really cool. I would print it out. And if your sibling wants to do it too, print another copy and you're more than welcome to do it together. It's a really good reflection piece. 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you're gonna go look back and say, "Whoa, what was I thinking? That was crazy time." And this is what I captured. So really cool. You can't remember what you are doing right now unless you're right now. So if you get it down and put it in this little thing, it would be awesome. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a great day and happy Wednesday. I'll see you in a little bit at 1:30. Take care. Bye.